one of these, this would be a great session for you to do. We're going to work on awareness, really aware of spine, especially when you're doing your rolling movements. It's also really good to help work on if you have any kind of balance issues. You will need one this length rather than the short ones because we are going to be lying along it. Okay, let's get going. So easiest way to come onto it, we're going to start rolling with it. So pop your bum right at the end of the roller. So you're sitting up on it. Do try to have it on a mat because it might slip if you're just on a hard floor. So either on a mat or a carpet is normally best. And then roll yourself down onto the roller and just double check that your head is on it. If you need to grab the bottom and pull yourself down, it's not a problem, but do make sure your head is there. And those of you that often use a head cushion just because it's more comfortable in your neck, you can still pop a head cushion between your head and the roller if you need it. Okay, so from here, just double checking your feet aren't out really wide to help you. We don't want any cheating. So bring those legs right into where they normally are. Hips, knees and feet all in line with each other. You can have your hands on the floor just for a second. And just take a few breaths here. Just to really get your balance. Think about those points that should be heavy. So back of the head, back of the rib cage, back of the pelvis. Just taking a second just to settle there. So you're not gripping anything. That heaviness is going to help you to balance here. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly, we're just going to float the arms up into your shoulder drop position. So hands right over the shoulders, palms facing each other. And we're going to start by breathing in and stretching the fingers up towards the ceiling. And then breathe out, let them drop down again. And again, we breathe in up. Breathe out and down. You'll probably notice that you need to keep the pressure through your legs very even. Otherwise, you will start rolling around a little bit. So breathe in, stretch straight up. Breathe out and down. One more like this. Now let's add on the fly. So we're going to breathe in, arms are going to go out to the sides. Breathe out, we close. Then breathe in, stretch up into your shoulder drop. And breathe out, bring the shoulders down. And again, we breathe in, arms to the side. Breathe out, arms up. Breathe in, stretch those fingers up. Breathe out and down. Two more like this. Open to the sides. Squeeze them back together, then stretch upwards and down. Last one. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in up. Breathe out and down. Nice. Now let's come for your rotator cuff. So starting with the palms facing away from you now. This time we're going to take the elbows out towards our sides. You don't need to take them anywhere lower than your shoulder, so just keep them in line with the shoulder. Then from here, you're going to start to rotate through the top part of the shoulder, bringing the hands towards the floor. And then we start to go the other way, bring the hands back. Then from here, we slide the arms up the side of our head, and then up to the ceiling again. So again, we take the arms out to the side. Now your shoulder needs to stay where it is as you do this. So as you bring the arm down, if you go too far, your shoulder's going to start to stick up. So you want to keep this nice and flat, keep it relaxed. Only goes as far as it will allow you. Same on the other way. So just coming as far as it will stay in that nice flat position. And then we slide up and then up to the ceiling. So a few more like that. Elbows out. Palms rotate down. Back of the hands rotates back. Slide them up. And up to the ceiling. Last one. Slide. Rotate down. Rotate back. Slide the arms up. And then bring them back. Okay, now bring your arms down to the floor. Use those forearms into the mat to help you balance here. We're going to go for the hips now. So this is definitely going to challenge your balance, so do be careful if you feel very wobbly. So one at a time, we're just going to bring the knee up towards you and then back down again. So nice and slow to begin with, we just breathe in, float one leg up, breathe out and down. And just keep alternating, so lifting one at a time. And you don't really need to pull the leg further than hips, so once your knee is up over your hip, that's it, you don't need to go any further than that. And then just bring the leg down. Okay, we're going to add on now, so you're going to do exactly the same thing, float one leg up. Now keeping that leg there, you're now going to float the second leg back. Then the first leg is going to come down again, and then that second leg is going to come down. And then switch which leg you start with, so bring it up. Second leg comes up, first leg down, second leg down. So just keep going. You should notice that as you bring the second leg up, you need to use your abdominals slightly more to balance. And then the next time you have both legs up in your knee fold position, I want you to stay there. And we're now going to come into your toe tap. Now you don't have to go all the way to the floor, just wherever is comfortable. So you breathe in, tap one toe down to the floor, or as far as you want, and then breathe out and up. With this one, it's important that your leg stays in the same shape. So try not to cheat by bending your knee and then bringing the leg down very close to you. It's better if you keep the leg where it is and just don't take it all the way if you can't quite control it yet. So breathing in and down, breathing out and up. Do remember on the foam roller you're much higher than you normally are when you do this on the floor. So if you're used to doing it on the floor, don't assume that you're going to be able to go all the way. So just double check, pay attention to how your back feels. Your back shouldn't be popping up off of the roller. If it is, then the leg is definitely too heavy for you at the moment, so keep it small. One more on each side. And then slowly we'll bring those legs in and down. Okay, double checking again, we haven't popped those legs down too wide. So from here, we're now going to bring the hands behind the head. So hands, remember on the skull, not on the neck. And we're going to go for your curl-ups. So breathing in, breathing out, we tuck through the chin. We start to curl up, fingers sliding the rib cage towards hips. Breathe in, breathe out and down. Now with the roller, you should be able to really feel how the spine is moving. So feel it bit by bit, start to curl itself up off the roller. Breathe in and hold it. Breathe out, it comes down again, bit by bit. Breathing in. Breathe out, peel yourself off the roller. Breathe in at the top. Breathe up and down. As you're doing this, you should also be able to feel if anything is happening in the lower spine. Is your pelvis tucking up towards you? Does it feel different? The roller is really going to help you be able to feel these things. So pay attention to it. Nothing else should be moving. Just tucking through the chin, bring the chest up, breathing in, and then breathing out, coming down. Just do one more like this. And then slowly bring the arms down beside you again. We're now going to do the other end, so your spine curl. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, tuck the pelvis up towards you to begin, and then keep it tucked as we lift up through the spine, hips open to the ceiling. Breathe in at the top, and breathe out, start to roll yourself down. Again, focusing on that bit by bit movement of the spine, and then relax the pelvis at the ends. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, rolling up. Obviously you won't feel like you're going very far, more about being able to feel much more what the spine is doing. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out, roll down. If you're comfortable, we're going to add the arms to the next one. If you're struggling a lot with the balance, then just stick with what we were doing. Otherwise, roll the body up. And we're going to now breathe in, arms back beside our head. And then breathe out, roll your body down. Breathe in, arms down. And again, breathe out, body up. Breathe in, arms back. You don't need to go past the head, you should be able to see the arms still. And then breathe out, body down. Breathe in, arms down. Last one, breathing out and up. Breathe in, arms back. Breathe out, rolling the spine down. Breathe in, arms down. Okay, from here, just slowly bring yourself off the roller. So the easiest way is just to come over onto one side. Roll yourself off it. And I want you to turn the roll around. And we're going to have the roller under the feet now. So we're sticking with your spine curls, so what you were just doing. This time I want feet on the roller. You want the roller sort of around the ball of your foot area, so not too far back on the foot. And make sure your feet aren't too far away from your bum when you begin. So arms flat on the floor this time. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, start to roll yourself up the way you just did. This time, as you breathe in, you're going to roll the roller away from you. So roll through the foot, and then roll it back in, and body comes down. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, tuck the pelvis, rolling up, pushing through the feet. Then breathe in, roll it away from you. Breathe out, bring it back. And down. So you should be feeling that in the hamstrings. So we roll up. Squeeze the glutes as we open. Sensation will be in the hamstrings as well as the glutes now. Pull it in. And down. 2 more. Breathing in. Breathe out and up. Breathe in, roll it away. Bring it back. And down. If the roller starts to roll away from you, just pull it in before you go again. Last one, curling up. Roll it away from you. Pull it back in. And down. Nice, okay, from here, pull the roller in. So in towards you. You're going to lift your mark and you're just going to pop the roller in under your hips. Go onto the pelvis. And you're either going to have your hands on the end of it or over the top of it, so depending where you can reach easier. So wherever you want them, I tend to hold the ends. And then from here, we're going to just slowly bring the legs up over the hips. So one by one, bringing it up. And then we're going to straighten those legs straight up to the ceiling. Okay, so from here we're going to do a little bit of a hamstring stretch into your leg lower. So I want you to breathe in here. You're going to breathe out. Start to pull your legs in towards you. Try not to dip through the spine. You want to feel like you're stretching through the back of the legs. And then breathing in as we come back. And we're going to start to lower the legs. So only as low as is comfortable, should I say. And then back up to the ceiling again. And we go again, breathe in. We breathe out. In towards you. Breathe in, we lower. Breathe out and up. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, stretch through the hamstrings. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, stretch the hamstrings, keep those knees straight. Breathe in as you lower. Again, the spine should be staying where it is. If it starts to arch upwards, you've gone too far. And up. And breathe in. Last last one, breathing out. Breathing in to lower. Breathing out up to the ceiling. Okay, from here we're going to go for your bicycle. So you're going to bend one of your legs, that bent leg. You're going to send it down away from you till it's straight, and then switch. Bend the top leg, straight leg comes up. Straighten it out, bend. Bend. So you're just circling those legs round. Just going to get hips and knees moving. Control it with those abdominals. Spine staying still. And then reverse the movement. Really stretching those legs away from you, especially as they come down. Stretch them out. Make it as big as is comfortable. And then slowly still the legs. And we're going to bring them down to the floor. We're going to just do a slight stretch in the front of the hip. So from here, just bringing one of your legs in towards you. Just grab the top of the leg. And then you're just going to straighten out the other leg. So only pull this one in as much as you want to. Obviously, the more you pull it in, the deeper the stretch. And then with this one, you really want to open it up over the roller. So just let it open, let it hang. Try and get your foot on the floor. And we're just really trying to stretch this hip flexor section out. So just stay there for a few seconds. And then very slowly switch yourself over. So bring that leg up towards you. As always when you're doing stretches, try not to push things too much. So nice and slow. Pay attention to things. You should feel like you're stretching, but you should never really feel like you're in pain. You don't want to feel like you're really, getting like stabbing feelings, and you've definitely gone way too far. But just be careful. And then again, slowly bringing that leg back towards you. Both legs down. We're going to just bring the bum off of that. Bring it out from under you. And then, however you need to, just bring yourself up into sitting. And we're going to finish off with a few stretches for the upper body, which are really nice. These are great if you've been sitting at a desk all day. So, roll it over to one side of you. Coming onto hands and knees. Make sure hand is right under your shoulder, knees are under your hips. So we're going to go for your thread and the needle, and we're going to use the roller to assist us. So, other hand, to the one that's not next to the roller, is going to come in behind the other arm. You're going to pop the back of the hand on it. And then you're going to start to roll the roller away from you, twisting through the spine, and allow this supporting elbow to bend slightly. Breathe in, and breathe out. Come up again. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, start to thread through, breathing in, breathing out and up. So remember with this one, you don't need to aim for shoulder to floor. You want to come down roughly till your shoulder is in line with that hand, and then bring yourself back. So it's more about rotating through the spine, so twisting the spine over to the side rather than dropping downwards. So last one this side, breathing in. And then obviously do exactly the same thing on the other side. So hand on the floor, push through that arm, other arm comes in behind it, and we breathe out and thread, breathe in to hold, breathe out and up. And just try not to cheat too much, so try not to sit your bum back towards your heels, try and keep your bum right over your knees as you do this. So get some pressure through that supporting arm. Two more. Last one, breathe in, breathe out to thread, from here, just bringing the roller in front of you, not too close to your knees, just a bit away. And we're going to do a version, it's kind of like a half roll down into a shoulder stretch. So coming up on your knees, breathing in. As you breathe out, start like you do your roll down, so tuck the chin, roll through the spine. Now hands come to meet the roller. Let the roller roll away from you. Bring the head between the arms, drop through the chest so you're in an extension in the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Start to arch the spine up towards the ceiling, drawing the arms towards you. That's going to bring you up into your high kneeling position again. So breathing in, breathe out, tuck through the chin, roll through the chest. Hands to roller, roll it forward. Now into your extension, lift the chest upwards as you drop down towards the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, spine up towards the ceiling, draw the arms towards you. Keep going until you're up tall again. One more like that, breathing in. Breathe out, roll. Again, try not to sit the bum back towards your heels too much, lean forward into the stretch. Breathing in,